Hello, Antje Gillingham here with a little visual for my two-colored brioche Mahana cowl. I just finished knitting the knit stitch and the yarn over together, which is bark for short. The next step would be to slip the purl stitch, but it needs to have a yarn over. I'm moving the working yarn to the front and I slip the purl stitch purlwise, and then I'm just going to leave this yarn in front. Here's a knit stitch with a yarn over, so I need to knit them together. That's the bark, BRK, or brioche knit. You can see that in order to knit, I have to lay the working yarn across the right-hand needle, and that immediately creates the yarn over. Then I'm just going to knit, and that's it. Bring the yarn to the front for the yarn over, slip the purl stitch purlwise, then go right to the next set of stitches, which is the knit stitch and the yarn over, knit them. And again, as soon as you lay the working yarn over the right hand needle to knit, you create that yarn over that this purl stitch needs. Do a few more and then we'll do the other batch. Yarn to the front, slip purl stitch, leave yarn in front, knit the knit stitch and the yarn over together, and you automatically create that yarn over for the purl stitch. Yarn to front, slip, and brioche knit. One more, yarn to the front, slip, brioche knit, and we're going to do that all the way until we get to the beginning of the round. So here we are getting to the end of the round. I'm just going to finish it up. Yarn to front, slip, knit, yarn to front, slip, knit, and automatically creating these yarn overs right there. Yarn to front, slip, knit, yarn to front, slip, knit. And you see, here's the second color. The working yarn is already waiting for me. The last stitch is a purl. So you have to put the yarn to the front, slip it, and then drape the working yarn over to the back. It's going to probably fall to the front. Mine does all the time. But I will show you what to do when that happens in a moment. We are now starting the round again, and this time we're using the other color. So basically you're working one strand and then you're working the second strand separately. So here we are. This time the knit stitches need the yarn over. So here we go. Because this yarn was hanging in the front, it's already there. I'm slipping the knit stitch, and now you have to take the working yarn, lay it over the needle and move it back to the front, because you have to purl the next two stitches, and these are comprised of a purl stitch and the yarn over, and that's called burp, B-R-P. So we purl, yarn's already in front, slip the knit stitch, and then wrap the yarn. Basically, you create a yarn over, but you have to move the yarn back to the front. Let me see here. There we go. Back to the front in order to purl the yarn over and the purl stitch together. And I'm doing this in English style because most people in the United States knit English, and that's why it's a little awkward for me. I'm usually a continental knitter. If you want to see what this looks like continental, you can email me at antjed@aol.com. Let's do a few more. Here's a knit stitch. It needs a yarn over all the way around that needle. Oh my goodness. There we go. And purl the purl stitch and the yarn over together. Yarn's already in front. Slip the knit stitch, yarn over the right hand needle and back to the front, and purl the purl stitch and the yarn over together. So here we are coming to the end of the round. I just finished purling the purl stitch and its yarn over together, slipping the knit stitch, creating a yarn over, bringing yarn back to the front, purling, and here's the last knit stitch, so I'm slipping it, creating the yarn over, bringing it to the front. And here is that working yarn that needs to be the yarn over, because this is a lonely little purl stitch. So you take the working yarn from the previous round, drape it over the needle. I kind of hold it tight in the back, and then I'm going to purl these two together, this purl stitch and the yarn over. And that's the end of this round. My working yarn stays in front. The other color is in the back. You slip your stitch marker and you start with the other color again. This time I'm knitting a knit stitch and its yarn over together. Just like we did before, bring the yarn to the front, slip the purl stitch, leave the yarn in front, knit the knit stitch and its yarn over together, and in the process creating that yarn over for the purl stitch. And that's how you do it. You keep alternating between the two colors. I hope this helped. Have a great day and thanks for watching. Bye!